We apologize for the technical difficulties. We are on the top half of inning number 4, 3-1 lead for the Rogues against the Solano Mudcats. My name is Brian Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Quentin Olson drew a lead-off walk to begin the inning, and it is Travis Finney who grounds out for the first out of the inning. So it's 1 on, 1 out. We go back to the top of the order with Jonathan Walsh for his third at-bat of the afternoon. His third at-bat, 0 for 2 so far this afternoon. And the new pitcher is Gabe Navarrete for the Solano Mudcats. This pitching change today and all season long is brought to you by KTVL 10 Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. So Quentin Olson at first base. Jonathan Walsh at the dish. Waits for that first pitch from the righty Gabe Navarrete. Trying to keep our computer from heating up. Hits that in the air. Set left center field. Trying to track that down as Theo Kopp. That's going to drop down for a hit into left center. And it is going to put Quentin Olson at third base. And it is Jonathan Walsh getting aboard with the 1-out single. So runners at the corners now. Nope, 1 out. We are in the top half of inning number 4. 3-1 lead for the Rogues on this Thursday afternoon. Here's the shortstop for the Rogues, Logan Macy. 1 for 2 so far this afternoon. This has been that type of afternoon for the Rogues. The Rogues have had opportunities they've been able to capitalize. First pitch, elevated. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball elevated again at 2 balls, no strikes. Logan Macy singled and scored back in the first inning, grounded out to the third baseman, Max Garcia, in the third. Playing even at the bag at third is Garcia. At 3 balls and no strikes is Logan Macy. Navarrete sets and the pitch. 3-0. Breaking ball finds the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. Apologies for the technical difficulties once again. Our hotspot overheated right by first base, so we have that going for you. Apologies for that. Technical difficulties. We are on the top of 4. Runners at the corners. Big opportunity for Logan Macy. Pops that one up in the air. Left field, tracking it down is Theo Kopp. Trying to track the grab. Makes the grab, but staying put at third base, Quentin Olson. So Logan Macy flies out for the second out of the inning. So 2 on, 2 outs. We are in the top of 4. 3-1 lead for the Rogues against the Solano Mudcats. Critical inning right now for the Rogues offense. If you're the Rogues, you capitally scored a run in the first, the second, and the third. You can definitely go for it. So Kian Sanchez gets ready to go to work now. Kian Sanchez, 2 for 2 at the dish, a single and a home run. You like what you've seen from him. Navarrete sets up on that first base side. The rubber delivers. The first pitch, breaking ball, Porson for a strike on the inside corner. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Navarrete sets up on that first base side of the rubber. The pitch, going to miss. Strike 2. The throw over to second. Caught in a run down is Jonathan Walsh. Walsh on the right side of the infield being chased by Zach Goldenberg. Trying to get the tag applied and get into second base. And he's safe. Jonathan Walsh gets out of the pickle and a run scores. So creating chaos on the base paths works well for the Rogues. And it's a 4-1 lead for Medford. Kian Sanchez still at the dish, behind no balls and 2 strikes. Now the pop-up's starting to blow away. The craziness of broadcasting outside. No balls and 2 strikes upcoming. Hits that in the air, towering shot down the left field line, goes into that Solano Mudcats bullpen. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bryce Brunson got 3 innings on the hill, gave up 3 runs in the process, and 7 hits. Did not strike out any Rogues batters. Kian Sanchez still behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Sets up, waits, and the 0-2. Elevated. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes upcoming. 1-2 to Kean Sanchez. Hits that in the air, sky high, left center field to Kopp. The shortstop, rather, Tyler Crudo makes the grab for out number 3. And at the side is retired. 1 run comes across on 1 hit, no errors, but 1 left. Jonathan Walsh left on at second base. We head to the home half of inning number 4 right after this. Medford leading 4-1 against Solano. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
We continue from beautiful Solano College in Fairfield, California. Medford leading 4-1 against the Solano Mudcats. Wyatt Green begins his 4th inning on the hill. Apologies for the technical difficulties earlier. And it is the Rogues defense back onto the field, facing 6, 7, 8 in the Solano Mudcats batting order. Derek Bartram leads off the inning, followed by Teo Kopp and Bruce Boucher. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And this pause the action, and our broadcast today is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Derek Bartram leads off the inning. First off, that 1-0 pitch, misses up and out. 2 balls, no strikes. Bartram 1 for 1 so far this afternoon. Had 2 balls and no strikes. Fouls off the fastball, goes to the backstop. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Fouls it off to the screen, and the count goes square at 2. So we have that crowd mic right up to the fence. Green sets up on that first base side of the rubber, waits, and deals the 2-2. Fouls off the breaking ball to the first base side. He'll do it again. Two and 2. Misses low and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We forgot to put the score bug on the screen for you. Apologies for that. Infield is playing deep for the Rogues. We on the bottom of 4. Sun is starting to set in Fairfield. 3-2. Misses outside of ball 4. Derek Bartram coaxes the leadoff walk, and the leadoff man is on for the Solano Mudcats. And that is 4 for 4 so far this afternoon. Getting the leadoff man on for the Mudcats. 1 on, nobody out. Here is the left fielder, Teo Kopp for the Solano Mudcats. 4-1 lead for the Medford Rogues against the Solano Mudcats. Final meeting between the two programs in this 2026 summer season. The Rogues, you can definitely feel that opportunity to get first pitch, line drive, hooking foul. That is foul, says the home plate umpire. That's another call. That was one on the Rogues that was hit well by Evan Saito. It was curving down the left field line. Home plate umpire kind of even it up a little bit, hearing a little bit of chirping from the Mudcats.
Let's go, lock in. Let's go.
Theo Kopp gets ready to go back to work once again. Behind, no balls and 1 strike. Base runner on at first base. That is Derek Bartram. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball fouls it off to the backstop. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Theo today popped out to Wyatt Green back in the second. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Outfield playing deep and straight away for the Rogues. Evan Saito, the center fielder, playing a couple of steps in the left center. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Picks it up as Chris Ortiz, and he is out, says the home plate umpire. So Theo Kopp is out for the first out of the inning. That is the second strikeout of the afternoon for Wyatt Green on the hill. Starting pitcher gets his second start of 2026. You like what you've seen so far from him. So 1 on, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 4. Medford leading 4-1 against Solano. Here's the 8-hitter Bruce Boucher. 1 for 1 so far this afternoon on the island of Hawaii. First offering comes home. Fastball. Misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Derek Bartram at first base. You can definitely turn 2 if you are the Rogues. Middle infield, Macy and Travis Finney definitely wanting to turn 2 in this instance. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Fastball misses outside at 2 balls, no strikes. Wyatt Green glances over at first base. Bartram of the lead at first, the 2-0. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Nice pitch by Wyatt Green. His dad and brother on the front row cheering him on. Wyatt Green's always that gentle giant. Doesn't say much, has a good dry sense of humor. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Fastball elevated, 3 balls, 1 strike. Boucher singled in the second inning. Got his left strand on at first base. (3-1) Fastball fouled off through to base side, and the count fills. Wind is blowing out to right field. Joseph Torres waits on deck for the Mudcats. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball, line drive, center field, a base hit. Bruce Boucher aboard of a 1-out single. So that puts 2 on, 1 out. We are in the bottom of 4. 4-1 lead for your Medford Rogues against the Solano Mudcats. Here's the Mudcat center fielder, Joseph Torres, 0 for 1 so far this afternoon. And now pitching coach Nick Berger steps out of the dugout, has a conversation for Wyatt Green and his battery mate Chris Ortiz. This pause the action is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. You can replace your vinyl pool liner, call Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. We're also brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. And they're playing the Hawaii 5-0 theme song. I don't think I've ever heard the Hawaii 5-0 theme song being played at the ballpark unless you're playing at the Murakami Stadium in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. 1 out, 2 on, 1 out. We are on the bottom half of inning number 4. Joseph Torres settles in. First pitch. Fastball finds the inside corner. Strike 1. You like that confidence, and that was a good mound visit by Nick Berger, the pitching coach of the Rogues. Definitely seeing what's going to happen and being able to prevent any more offense from the Mudcats. Strike one pitch. Bouncing ball. And no, and that is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Afternoon where the Rogues have had their opportunities. Getting runs across in the first, the second, the third, and in the 4th inning. You definitely want to get another big goose egg put up by Wyatt Green. Green sets up on that first base side. The rubber glances over at second base, fires the 1-1. Fastball elevated, 2 balls, 1 strike. Torres today flied out to the shortstop Logan Macy in the second. Wind is blowing out to right field. Not as violent as it has been in the last couple of hours. When the Rogues took BP, it was howling to right center. 2-1. Fastball misses upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. And we're almost about to hit the 2 hours. Three-one, swing and a miss, strike 2, and the count fills. Wyatt Green trying to shut the door on Joseph Torres, trying to get that second out of the inning. It's probably the biggest at-bat of the afternoon. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Hits that in the air, right field, tracking it down is a right fielder Quentin Olson. That's going to drop down for a hit. Rounding third, racing towards home is Derek Bartram, and he's going to score standing up. Going towards third base and going towards home is Bruce Bouncer. It's a 2-run double off the bat of Joseph Torres, and head coach Kevin Olmsted walks out of the dugout. And Wyatt Green is done for the afternoon, but a great outing for Wyatt Green this afternoon. His mom and dad and his brother in attendance, and his afternoon is complete. Solano makes it a 1-run game on a 2-run double off the bat of Joseph Torres. We'll have a new pitcher to tell you who he is when we come right back after this. All pitching changes today and all season long, brought to you by KTVL 10, so that Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Bottom half of inning number 4, we continue. New pitcher in for the Rogues, tell you who he is when we come right back after this. It's Jay Neugebauer, give you his numbers when we come right back after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Continue in the home half of inning number 4 from not Harry and David Field, but Billy and Luis Yarbrough Stadium. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. It is a new pitcher on the hill for the Rogues. It is Jay Neugebauer taking over the reins from the star Wyatt Green. This pitching change today and all season long, brought to you by our good friends at KTVL 10, of the Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Final line score for Wyatt Green today: 3 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, no errors, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And he gets ready to take on the top of the order, Joaquin Stewart, for the first time this afternoon. Joaquin Stewart 1 for 2 at the dish so far. Joaquin Stewart at the dish. Jay Neugebauer this season, ERA of 1.42, no wins, no losses. He gets his 5th appearance of 2026. No starts, has been that bullpen guy for the Rogues so far in 2026. Joseph Torres at second base. He's there because of an RBI 2-run double throw over to first base by the third baseman Kian Sanchez. Gets Joaquin Stewart out for the second out of the inning. So 1 pitch for the second out of the 4th inning. 5-3 officially. 4-3 lead for Medford against the Solano Mudcats. Here's the 2-hitter, Tyler Crudo, the shortstop for Solano. Big opportunity right now for Jay Neugebauer to limit the damage on this Thursday afternoon. Sun is starting to set in Fairfield. Righty Tyler Crudo settles in for his 3rd trip of the afternoon. 1 for 2. Jay Neugebauer sets up on that first base side of the rubber. He waits, glances over at second base at Joseph Torres. First pitch, finds the outside corner, strike 1. Strike 1 pitch. Ground ball, chopper to the right side, takes it on a hop as the second baseman Travis Finney. The throw to first base, and the throw's automatic for out number 3. 2 runs comes across on it, 2 hits, no errors, but 1 left. But a 2-run double from Joseph Torres makes it a 1-run game. We go to the 5th inning right after this. Due up for the Rogues in the top half, inning number 5. Chris Ortiz, Jackson Rosenthal, and Chance Flores. 5th inning coming up. That means the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. Medford 4, Solano 3. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogreen CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogreen CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogreen CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Solano 3, top half inning number 5. That means it is the 5th inning. The 5th inning is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Solano getting a couple of runs across on a 2-run double from Joseph Torres puts the Rogues only to a 1-run lead against the Solano Mudcats. Chris Ortiz begins his 3rd at-bat of the afternoon. 0 for 2 so far. Does have a run to his credit RBI so far this afternoon. And it is Chris Ortiz followed by Jackson Rosenthal and Chance Flores. First offering from Navarrete. Swing and a miss, strike 1. This is a big inning right now. You can definitely feel that momentum starting to swing. It's kind of like that pendulum swinging back and forth between Solano and Medford. 1 ball, no strikes, rather. Actually, we could not see it. 1-0. Now that is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Chris Ortiz got the first run across via the sac fly in the 1st inning. Did fly out to the center fielder Torres in the 3rd. Had 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch up coming from Gabe Navarrete. 2-0, misses low and in. 3 balls, no strikes. So our next broadcast on the Rogue Streaming Network will be tomorrow evening from McBean Park. A 7:05 first pitch will get going at 6:40 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. It's going to be Christmas in July at the ballpark. 3 balls and no strikes. Chris Ortiz, breaking ball, finds the top 3rd, strike 1. I was talking to Monty Spence, assistant coach for the Rogues. You heard from Monty during the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. We were talking about maybe there should be a Christmas in July at Harry and David Field. Think about that. Players wearing Christmas sweater jerseys. 3-1, misses up and in. Ball 4, Chris Ortiz takes first. It's a leadoff walk for the Rogues, and that is the second walk issued by Gabe Navarrete this afternoon. The leadoff man on for the Rogues. 1 on, nobody out. We are in the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. 4-3 lead for Medford against the Solano Mudcats. Here's the first baseman, Jackson Rosenthal. 1 for 2 so far this afternoon. So a Christmas in July. I understand it. That's pretty cool. Jackson Rosenthal settles in right against left. Navarrete sets up on that first base side of the rubber. First pitch fastball misses up and out. 1 ball, no strikes. So Christmas in July at the ballpark tomorrow at McBean Stadium. That's going to be a lot of fun. I know that Matt, the GM there, is going to roll out the red carpet for us like he always does. We might even get Matt on for pregame. 1 ball, no strikes. Breaking ball finds that top third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson today flied out to the center fielder Torres in the first to close the book on the inning. Singled in the third, got the second base, but was left stranded. A ball and a strike upcoming. Navarrete sets, takes a deep breath, fires the 1-1. Fastball hits that in the air, left field, tracking down his Coop. Coop drifts to his left, makes the one-hand grab with the shades on, and Jackson Rosenthal flies out for the first out of the inning. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the top of 5. Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. Medford 4, Solano 3. Here's a DH man for the Rogues, Chance Flores. 1 for 2 so far. Rogues offense trying to provide a little bit of firepower. There's Evan Saito on your screen. He waits on deck. First pitch, Chance Flores turns away from it. First pitch misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. One out. Breaking ball. Finds top third. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, how's that off speed? Really? How's that heater?
You can hear Evan Saito scheming with Travis Finney right now. This is probably one of the most unique vantage points in baseball. 1-1. Chance Flores pops that one up down the left field, in the left field, tracking down to Coop. Goes to his left, makes the one-hand grab, and Chance Flores flies out for the second out of the inning. 1 on, 2 outs. We are in the top half of inning number 5. Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. It's a 1-run game. 4-3 Medford against Solano. Here's the center fielder, Evan Saito, also 1 for 2 at the dish on this Thursday afternoon, turning evening. We have our Powerade towel protecting our computer this afternoon. There is shade for the fans at the ballpark. First pitch, fouls it off, hits the top of the fence. You can hear that on the crowd mic. No balls, 1 strike. Quentin Olson waits on deck for the Rogues. Evan Saito singled in the second. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. That's hit in the air, right center field, tracking it down. Shallow right field, rather, is the second baseman, Stewart. And Stewart makes the grab for out number 3. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Gabe Navarrete works around the leadoff man of Chris Ortiz. We continue the Awesome Pool Guy into the bottom half of inning number 5. 1-run game, 4-3 Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. a full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. We continue the awesome pool guy fifth inning. It's a 4-3 lead for Medford against the Solano Mudcats. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. There we are in the awesome pool guy fifth inning, and you need to replace your vinyl pool liner or call the awesome pool guy CCB 255-795. Jay Neugebauer begins his first full inning on the hill, replacing Wyatt Green the previous inning, and he got 2 outs. So he gets to go to work now, gets his warm, tosses in, faces 3, 4, and 5 in the Solano batting order. Max Garcia leads off the inning, followed by Zach Goldenberg and Mason Kelly. Solano making it interesting, only putting it again a 2-run double across from Joseph Torres. And you like what the offense has been doing for Solano, but if you're the Rogues defense, you got to find a way to contain the Mudcats in this situation. Sun is starting to set in Northern California. Just a picturesque Thursday afternoon and evening now near Fairfield, California. You can see some of the mountain range off in the distance. Jay Neugebauer sets up on that first base side of the rubber, taking on Max Garcia for the first time tonight. Scores for a bunt. The ball hits his bat, and the bat slips out of his hands. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Scores for a bunt, and the bat slips out of his hands. Okay, then. Strike one pitch to Max Garcia, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Gets out of the batter's box, swinging that purple bat. There's a lot of Medford fans in attendance. There are some Solano fans, but it is a definite 80-20 domination of the Rogues. Ground ball pulled up the middle. That's for a hit. Max Garcia aboard with a leadoff single. So Solano having a tough week so far. The Rogues having a tough week, and you think about what the Mudcats have done so far today. So it's 5 innings the leadoff man has gotten on so far today, so 5 for 5. And Solano trying to make this interesting on this Thursday afternoon. Now evening, 6:13 p.m. local time in the Fairfield area. Solano College. Definitely out in the countryside. Some of that was Forrest Zelmer was saying, we are in the middle of nowhere. He said that on the bus ride out here. And, I mean, you're 10 minutes away from town, but first pitch, fastball, misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes, but this is kind of out here. It's in its own little world. There's the old football stadium beyond left field for Solano College. I think there's like a tournament going on or a 7-on-7 practice because football season right around the corner. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Jaden sets and the delivery. 1-0, ground ball pulled to the right side. That's into right center, base hit. And Zach Goldenberg extends, puts runners at first and second. So back-to-back singles from Garcia and Goldenberg puts 2 on, nobody out. We are in the awesome pool guy 5th inning. Here's the DH man for the Mudcats, Mason Kelly. Rogues so far tonight have had their opportunities, but you got to find ways to limit the damage if you are Jay Neugebauer and this defense. Mason Kelly today 0 for 2 at the dish. The tall righty settles in. Jay Neugebauer gets ready, works on that first base side of the rubber. First pitch, breaking ball. Finds the top third, strike 1. Kelly today grounded out to the third baseman, Kean Sanchez, to close the book on the first. Flied out in the third. Strike 1 pitch upcoming. Stead swing on the breaking ball. Good pitch by Jaden Neugebauer. And Jaden finds himself in charge. No balls and 2 strikes. You hear the trees rustling off in the distance. This is a great area to live in the state of California. No balls and 2 strikes. Fastball, and that hits Mason Kelly. So Kelly takes first to load the bases. So Garcia to third, Goldenberg to second, Kelly to first, hit by a pitch. So bases loaded, nobody out. We are in the bottom half of inning number 5. Awesome Pool Guy, 5th inning. 4-3 lead for Medford against Solano. And here's the right fielder, Derek Bartram for the Mudcats. 1 for 1 with a walk. This is a big inning right now. You can definitely, if you're the Rogues, you've got to find a way to get that first out. If you get that first out, that builds the confidence for Jay Neugebauer and company defensively for Medford. First offering comes home. Round ball, pulled up the middle. Macy scoops it up, bobbles it, can't make the play. 1 run goes in, and it's an RBI single. That's going to be definitely an error. So Garcia scores from third, and we are all tied up at 4 apiece. So Goldenberg to third base, Kelly to second, Bartram reaches on the RBI, and the Gaz that reaches on an air, officially an E6. So bases loaded, nobody out. 4-4 game between Medford and Solano, nobody out. Now it is a quick conference called by the whole entire infield. Not a coach's conference, but the whole entire infield huddles up with Jaden Neugebauer to keep his confidence going. This pause the action is brought to you by our good friends at the Awesome Pool Guide. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call Awesome Pool Guide, CCB 255-795. And this is a big one right now. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here is the left fielder, Teo Kopp. 0 for 2 so far this afternoon. Big pitch upcoming. First pitch. Fastball fouls it off down the first base side, strike 1. In an afternoon where it's been frustrating for both teams. Got to get beyond, find the offense. 1 run across. And now Teo Koop being checked on by the athletic trainer for the Solano Mudcats. Checking that right hand. There's a couple of games going on currently in the Pacific Empire League. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Creamer Cabinets. A couple of other games going on currently. Take a look at that. Lincoln takes on Marysville tonight at Bryant Field. Currently, the California Tigers and the Healdsburg Prune Packers are in the bottom half of inning number 1, no score. And then it is the West Coast Kings taking on the Humboldt Crabs. That's in the top half of inning number 1. So Teo Koop being checked on by the athletic training staff. Feeling out his right hand. Pause in the action. Make sure that he's okay. Puts the glove back on the right hand. Gets a swing in. It's no balls and 1 strike now for Jay Neugebauer. So he gets back in the batter's box, faces the righty, Jay Neugebauer. Once again, no balls and 1 strike. Solano covers all the bags. Goldenberg at third, Kelly at second base, Bartram at first. 0-1 fouled off to the backstop. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Hits that in the air. Center field, tracking it out as Travis Finney. Logan Macy, the shortstop, makes the grab for out number 1. So Teo Koop pops out for the first out of the inning. So 1 on, bases loaded. We are on the bottom half of inning number 5. It is a 4-4 game between Solano and Medford. Here's the catcher, Bruce Boucher, 2 for 2 so far this afternoon. And head coach Kevin Olmstead gets out of the dugout, walks swiftly to the hill. And I think that might be it for Jay Neugebauer, and it is it for Jay Neugebauer. His afternoon is complete. We have a new pitcher to who he is, and we come right back after this. All pitching changes today and all season long, brought to you by KTVL 10, so the Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Bases loaded, 1 out. Bottom half inning number 5. 4-4 game between Medford and Solano. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
We continue the awesome pool guy fifth inning, bottom half of inning number 5 from Billy and Luis, Yarbrough Stadium on the campus of Solano College. New pitcher on the hill for the Rogues. It is Eric Hernandez in relief of Jay Neugebauer. And this pitching change today and all season long brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Jay Neugebauer going an inning on the hill. Did give up 1 run in the process, but being able to get that first out of the bottom half of it, inning number 5 is a big one and a crucial one because Eric Hernandez inherits bases loaded, 1 out. Eric Hernandez this season for the Rogues. It's his warm-up tosses in at the moment. Hernandez has a ERA of .96, no wins, no losses, 4 appearances, 1 start so far in 2026. 9 1/3 innings pitched. 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. Opposing batters hitting .229 against him. And the first batter he sees is the catcher, Bruce Boucher, 2 for 2 at the dish. Mudcats offense trying to take the lead away for the first time today. Hernandez sets up on that first base side in the first pitch. First pitch turns away from it as Bouncer misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. I did bring this up during the Wyatt Green time on the hill earlier in the game. That is a very steep mound. I don't think that might be the steepest mound in the league. That's kind of like a little Mount Everest kind of hill to climb for this Rogues pitching staff, trying to find a way to get off the field with bases loaded in this inning. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, breaking ball, misses inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Great conversation of Eric Hernandez yesterday for our Rogues Player Spotlight interview during the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Great to pick his brain and really excited to see what he can do in the medical field in the coming future. 2 balls and no strikes upcoming. Hernandez sets and the 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on the fastball. Like that pitch. Bases loaded. Goldenberg at third, Kelly at second, Bartram at first. Hernandez sets up on that first base side and deals a 2-1. Breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the outside corner. Love that off speed by Eric Hernandez. Eric Hernandez was telling me a little bit on the bus today that he played here when he was at Cabrillo College. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bouncer down on strikes. Crucial second out recorded, and Eric Hernandez gets his first punch out of the evening. You like that pitch, the off speed, and then fires that fastball. Eric Hernandez looking pretty good on the hill so far this afternoon. So bases loaded, 2 outs. We are on the bottom half of inning number 5. 4-4 game between Medford and Solano. Here's the center fielder, Joseph Torres. Torres, the difference maker for the Mudcats so far this afternoon. Torres with that 2-run double pulled the Mudcats within 1, and then a tying run across on the RBI from Derek Bartram in the top in this inning. Makes it a tied ball game at 4. First pitch, breaking ball, misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Torres today 1 for 2 at the dish. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch upcoming. Breaking ball misses low and outside at 2 balls, no strikes. Head coach Kevin Olmstead directing traffic for the defense. 2 balls, no strikes. Wind blowing softly out the right center. 2-0 home. Fastball right down the boulevard, strike 1. You like that pitch if you are Eric Hernandez. Eric sets up on that first base side of the rubber, waits, takes a deep breath, and fires the 2-1. This is low, and the count goes 3 balls and 1 strike. Eric steps off the rubber, now climbs back on. Infield is playing deep for the Rogues. Bases are juiced for the Mudcats. Crucial pitch. And a crucial at bat in this ball game. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hernandez sets and fires the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and the count fills. So this is the biggest pitch of the afternoon. Hernandez being thrown into the fire with bases loaded. Got the strikeout against Boucher. You don't want to walk in a run if you are Eric Hernandez. Eric sets up on that first base side of the rubber. He waits, takes a deep breath, and fires a payoff. 3-2 popped up in the air. Shallow center field. Travis Finney shading his eyes. Calling everybody off as Logan Macy, the shortstop, makes the grab for out number 3. And crisis is averted. 1 run comes across. On at 2 hits, 1 error committed by the Rogues. But the Mudcats leave the bases loaded. Is that the play of the game? That might be the play of the game for the Rogues defensively on this Thursday afternoon. We have played 5 in Fairfield. We head to the top half of inning number 6 right after this. 2 up for the Rogues. Quentin Olson.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Our audio mixer decided to quit on us, but we got the audio back. How about Eric Hernandez facing adversity and crisis averted? The Mudcats leaving the bases low in the top half of inning number 5, 8-9 and bottom half of the 5th. 8-9-1 due up for the Rogues. Quentin Olson leads off the inning, followed by Travis Finney, then back to the top of the order of Jonathan Walsh. 4-4 game between Medford and Solano. That might have been the play of the game right there, pitched by Eric Hernandez, facing the adversity well. Quentin Olson leads off the inning. He has reached on base 2 times. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Drew a walk in the 2nd, came around and scored. Drew a walk in the 4th and came came around and scored in the 4th inning. Olsen sets. It is still Gabe Navarrete still on the hill. The 0-2 bounces low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Think about what happened. Eric Hernandez in the bottom half of the 5th had to face bases loaded. Got a strikeout against Bruce Bouncer. Joseph Torres popped out to the shortstop Logan Macy. And that might be the play of the year. Olsen hits that in the air, right field. Tracking it down is the right fielder Bartram. Bartram makes the one-hand grab with the shades on for out number 1. Quentin Olsen flies out to right field for the first out of the inning. Bases empty, 1 out. We are in the top half of inning number 6. 4-4 game between Medford and Solano. Here's the second baseman for the Rogues, Travis Finney. 1 for 2 so far this afternoon. Rogues going to try to find their offense once again on this Thursday afternoon and evening. Well, it is dinner time in California. It's dinner. It's almost bedtime in the Southeast, especially Tennessee and Georgia. I know that Alyssa's listening right now. First pitch swinging, line drive, center field, tracking it down is Torres. Torres, center fielder, makes the snag for out number 2. Travis Finney flies out to the center fielder for the second out of the inning, rather. So 2 up and 2 down. In the top of 6, we go back to the top of the order with Jonathan Walsh. 1 for 3 so far this afternoon. Rogues have had their opportunities. You don't want to go in reverse. 4-4 game between the Rogues and the Mudcats. In an evening where the Rogues offense has had its moments, can Jonathan Walsh find a way to jumpstart the offense with 2 outs and the base is empty? Infield is playing deep for the Mudcats. First offering. Bounces low. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0. Line drive, right center field, tracking it down is Torres. That's going to drop down for a hit. And Jonathan Walsh provides a spark for the Rogues. A 2-out single for Jonathan. Puts 1 on, 2 outs. We are in the top of 6. 4-4 game between Medford and Solano. Here's the shortstop Logan Macy. He's also 1 for 3 at the dish. You can definitely feel this Rogue squad trying to play catch-up. I know it's only a tied ball game at 4, but you want to get the momentum back to your side because momentum has been in the favor of Solano for the last couple of innings. First pitch misses down and out. 1 ball, no strikes. You're probably thinking, Brian, this is probably a good momentum starter for Jonathan Walsh. Yeah, I mean, the Rogues offense having a base runner on at first base with 2 outs. But I might look at that pop out from Joseph Torres to get that 3rd and final out of the inning in the bottom half of the 5th. 1-0, sails up top. 2 balls, no strikes. Logan Macy this afternoon singled and scored in the 1st, grounded out to the 3rd baseman Garcia in the 3rd, flied out to the left fielder Coop in the 4th. But that pop out in the bottom half of the 5th. 2-0, hits down in the air, curves it foul down the left field line. That is definitely foul. There's been a couple of calls that have definitely been a very questionable calls down the left field line. There was a hit by Evan Saito and then another hit from one of the Mudcats that went down that left field line, and it looked like they got a little bit of chalk. But we continue. 2 balls and a strike upcoming to Logan Macy. 2-1, popped up in the air. Tracking it down is the catcher. Boucher takes off the mask, and he secures it for out number 3. Logan Macy pops out to the catcher for the 3rd and final out of the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Jonathan Walsh left on at first base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6 right after this. Still a 4-4 game between the Rogues and the Mudcats. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Green CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Bottom half of inning number 6, we go from the beautiful Billy and Luis Yarbrough Stadium from Solano College on this Thursday evening in Northern California. 4-4 game between Solano and Medford. Eric Hernandez begins his first full inning on the hill, facing 1, 2, and 3 in the Mudcats batting order. Joaquin Stewart leads off the inning, followed by Tyler Crudo and Max Garcia. And you think about, we talked about in the previous inning with Eric Hernandez probably having the play of the year, facing adversity of bases loaded, but gets the pop out from Joseph Torres. First offering comes home. First pitch, breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the inside corner, strike one. Joaquin Stewart this afternoon, 1 for 3 at the dish. Wind is blowing in out to right field rather, but you like what the Rogues defense has been able to do, handling their adversity well. No balls and a strike. Breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the inside corner. Back-to-back breaking balls by Eric Hernandez. Makes it no balls and 2 strikes. Now the sun's starting to shine through. Hernandez sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Quickly in charge, no balls and 2 strikes. Waits and the pitch. Chopper to the third base side. Keegan Sanchez scoops it up at third. The throw to first base. And the throw is in time. Got the tag down by Jackson Rosenthal. And Joaquin Stewart's out for the first out of the inning. 5-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. Bases empty, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 6. Here's the shortstop, Tyler Crudo. 1 for 3 as well tonight. Mudcats offense. This has been the part of the order that has only produced 3 hits in 5 innings. A hit from Stewart, a hit from Crudo, and a hit by Max Garcia. He waits on deck. Eric Hernandez goes to work now, works on that first base side of the rubber. Gilroy, California native, and the first pitch. First pitch breaking ball finds the inside corner, strike one. And every time, because all the guys have their different travel bags, and Eric Hernandez has his Gilroy High School football duffel bag he travels with on the road. And I always think about Gilroy High School as the spot where I've called a couple of junior college football games. No balls and a strike. Hernandez sets and the pitch. Strike one pitch. Again, finds that inside corner, strike two. You love that pitch if you are Eric Hernandez. And thinking about that, last time I called a game at Gilroy High School was in November. It was actually the day after Halloween, so the first day of November. It was a dominating victory for Kalinga College against Gavilan College. Had to call the game outside of the press box. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the curveball. Tyler Crudo down on strikes. And that is the second strikeout victim for Eric Hernandez so far this afternoon. So 2 up and 2 down in the bottom half of inning number 6. Here's the third baseman for the Mudcats, Max Garcia. Also 1 for 3 at the dish. Medford 4, Solano 4 on this Thursday afternoon and evening from Northern California. Sun is starting to shine. I don't normally wear the sunglasses on the air, but you might have to wear the sunglasses because the sun is starting to shine a bit. And there's no lights at this ballpark. So let's see how far the Rogues and the Mudcats can go. First one, fastball, misses inside, 1 ball, no strikes. The game was supposed to be played at 5 p.m., but The Mudcats having crazy 19-17 games affairs. Had to push the game to 4:30 to get this game in. Sunset time in the Fairfield area. We'll get that for you in a bit. 1 ball and no strikes from Eric Hernandez. Sets and the pitch. Breaking ball, that nasty pitch. That's been the nastiness by Eric Hernandez. That take charge, I don't care attitude. Working well for Eric Hernandez. The guy from Gilroy works on that first base side of the rubber. Currently, the sunset time is at 8:30 p.m. So it is 6:41. So there is a chance we can still get this game in. 1 ball and a strike. Fastball popped up, foul, goes out of play behind home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And now the Delta Breeze starts to fire up. I've been talking about the Delta Breeze this whole entire broadcast. The San Joaquin Delta is just the east of us. It goes all the way to the Pacific Ocean. And a lot of ships go to the port of Stockton. I know a couple of players are from the Stockton area. That's there. A lot of goods going to the Stockton Harbor. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hernandez sets. And the pitch. Line drive. Right center field. That's going to drop down for a hit. And Max Garcia gets his 2nd hit of the afternoon. It's a 2-out single to extend the inning. 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the bottom of 6. 4-4 game between Medford and Solano. Here's the first baseman, Zach Goldenberg. Goldenberg 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. And he's playing Jackson Rosenthal's theme song. His walk-up song. Both guys had given each other a look and like that smile. Respecting each other with the choice of walk-up songs. I never played baseball, but I don't know what my walk-up song would be. First offering comes home. Fastball upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Might go Layla by Derek and the Dominoes. I like that song. First time I ever heard that walk-up song was by a catcher by the name of Max Shore at Fresno State last year. It's a good song. Leads into it. Sets the tone, sets the mood. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on the fastball. Nice pitch by Eric Hernandez. There are more Rogues fans than Mudcats fans at this ball game. And the crazy thing is, there's a cell tower behind left field. Just realized that right now. 1 ball and 1 strike upcoming. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bases, 1 on, rather. That is Max Garcia. He's at first base. Jackson Rosenthal holding the runner. Now the wind's starting to pick up just a tiny bit. Hernandez ahead, 1-2. Takes a deep breath. Gets the nod, and the 1-2. Misses low and outside, and the count goes square. Infield is playing deep for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Evan Saito. Actually, I think that's Will Salahar off in center field. Get that updated for you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, said the home plate umpire. Eric Hernandez gets another scoreless inning in relief. And a nice inning for him. Gets his 3rd strikeout of the evening. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Max Garcia left on at first base. We have played 6 in Fairfield, all tied up at 4. Can the Rogues find a way to motor ahead on this Thursday evening in Northern California? Kian Sanchez, Chris Ortiz, and Jackson Rosenthal due up. Top half, inning number 7 we go from Northern California on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Number 7 from Billy and Louise. Yarbrough Stadium on the campus of Solano College. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Kian Sanchez leads off the inning, followed by Chris Ortiz and Jackson Rosenthal. First pitch to him by the reliever Gabe Navarrete, missed up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Navarrete sets up on that first base side of the rubber. 1-0 pitch, misses upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Kian Sanchez so far this afternoon, definite player of the game material. Singled in the first, had a stolen base, got the second, but was left stranded there. Homered in the 3rd inning, the second round tripper of 2026. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. 2-0, misses upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. Navarrete sets up on that first base side of the rubber. 3-0. Misses up and in, ball 4. Kian Sanchez draws a 4-pitch leadoff walk. 1 on, nobody out. We are on the top of 7. 4-4 game between Medford and Solano. Here's the catcher for the Rogues, Chris Ortiz. Ortiz today 0 for 2 with a walk. Rogues trying to get a win. The first time on the road in 2026, 0-2 on the road so far this season. Chris Ortiz, guy that's been fun to watch so far. Second-year Medford Rogue, gets ready to go to work. First pitch, breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the inside corner, strike 1. Chris Ortiz drove in the first run via the sac fly in the first inning. Flied out to the center fielder Torres in the 3rd inning. Drew a walk in the 5th, but was left stranded. Strike 1 pitch, finds the top 3rd once again, and that is no balls and 2 strikes. Ortiz in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes still. There is some activity in that Solano bullpen. Behind, no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2, hits that in the air, flares out the center field. That's going to drop down for a hit. Kian Sanchez motors to second base, and Chris Ortiz reaches on a single. So that puts 2 on it, nobody out. We are on the top half, inning number 7. 4-4 game between Medford and Solano. Here is Jackson Rosenthal, the first baseman, in the 5 spot. And now Kyle Stafford, the head coach of the Solano Mudcats, has seen enough from the reliever, Gabe Navarrete. And I think that might be it for Gabe. Giving up a walk and a single in the top half of inning number 7. And it's been that type of afternoon, and they are going to point to the bullpen. We have a new pitcher. We'll tell you who he is when we come right back after this. All pitching changes today and this season are brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. 2 on, nobody out. Top half of inning number 7, tied ball game at 4. This is the biggest game of the season. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
We continue in the top half of inning number 7 from Solano College on this Thursday evening in Northern California. New pitcher on the hill for the Solano Mudcats. It is DJ Anderson. And this pitching change today and all season long brought to you by our good friends at KTVO 10 Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. On a line score for Gabe Navarrete, he does go 3 innings on the hill, only gives up 1 run, but gave up 2 hits and issued 3 walks rather, and struck out no Rogues batters. So DJ Anderson getting his warm-up tosses in, the right-handed pitcher getting ready to go to work. TJ Anderson out of Concordia, out of Nebraska, Vacaville, California native, 6'8", 250. Tall righty, faces Jackson Rosenthal for the first time this afternoon, and TJ Anderson this season, ERA at 3.52, 2 wins, no losses, 7 appearances, 1 start, 15 1/3 innings pitched. And opposing batters hitting 154 against him, 15 strikeouts, 11 walks. And Jackson Rosenthal goes to work now in a tied game at 4 apiece. You can definitely feel the energy for this Rogue squad to find a way to get this one across. Rogue's been the better team throughout the whole entire afternoon. Can they find a way to capitalize in this inning? Jackson Rosenthal, 1 for 3 at the dish. Anderson glances over at second base at Kean Sanchez. Kean Sanchez at second, Chris Ortiz at first. First offer puts a bunt down that third base side. Garcia picks it up, throws it to first base, and the throw is not in time. The throw is late, 1 run is in. Chris Ortiz going to score standing up, and he does score sliding in rather. So a pass ball at first base scores 2 runs. We could not see what happened, but the Rogues dugout is loving this. The small ball put down by Jackson Rosenthal breaks the ice at this 4-4 tie. It's a 6-4 lead for Medford. You knew you had to get something going offensively. Jackson Rosenthal providing the offense. He's at second base. Garcia threw it over to first base from third, but the ball got away from the first baseman Goldenberg. But you think about it, you can definitely see the Rogues playing the team ball today. First pitch, fastball, elevated, 1 ball, no strikes. So a 6-4 lead for Medford. So the RBI and the air. Chance Flores at the dish, 1 for 3 so far today. 6-4 lead for the Rogues. About the stretch in Fairfield. 1 ball, no strikes. Slider misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Chance today grounded out to the first baseman Zach Goldenberg in the second. Singled in the third. Left stranded at first base. Flied out to the left fielder Coop in the 5th. Chance Flores has had a pretty good afternoon at the dish. Jackson Rosenthal with a big lead at second base. 2-0, finds the inside corner, 2 balls, 1 strike. Jackson Rosenthal utilizing the small ball, the big guy putting the bunt down on that third base side. Kind of play team baseball, you know. All the guys in the dugout are looking at me. That's how close we are. 2-1, leans out of the way. Here's Chance, 3 balls, 1 strike. 6 minutes to the top of the hour. And a game that has gone over 2 hours already. 3 balls, 1 strike. Anderson waits the pitch. Line drive, bouncer to that shortstop, picked up by Kudo, throws it over to third base, and the tag is out. He's out. Jackson Rosenthal is out at third base, so Chance Flores reaches on a fielder's choice for the first out of the inning. So 1 on, 1 out. We are on the top of 7. 6-4 lead for Medford against the Solano Mudcats. Here's the center fielder, Evan Saito. 1 for 3 so far this afternoon. Rogues offense, and that is Will Salahar waiting on deck, replacing Evan Saito. Or my apologies, Evan Saito is at the dish, but Will Salahar is the on-deck circle, replacing Quentin Olson. First pitch, bunts it, and it goes, bunts through it, and it goes to the backstop. No balls, 1 strike. So Will Salahar waits on deck. Evan Saito this afternoon, a 1 for 3 rather. Sun is starting to shine on this Thursday evening. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch from DJ Anderson. Strike 1 pitch. Finds top third quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Saito singled in the second, caught stealing at second base. Grounded out to the third baseman Garcia in the third. Popped out to the second baseman Stewart in the fifth. No balls, 2 strikes. And the delivery. Fastball elevated. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The road trip continues tomorrow to McBean Park. Lincoln Potters and the Rogues, game 1 of a 2-game set. Rogues trying to keep their playoff contention and playoff hopes alive on this road trip. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. 1-2, line drive, right center field. That is going to drop down for a hit. And Evan Saito's aboard with a 1-out single. So 2 on, 1 out. We are in the top half of inning number 7. Here's the right fielder now for the Rogues, Will Salahar.
Pinch hitting for the Rogue, number 24.
The Rogues have runners at first and second. Will Salahar goes to work now. This is a big one right now for the Rogues. 2 runs across. When Jackson Rosenthal put the small ball down, used the small ball to his advantage. First pitch to Will Salahar, fouls it off left side. Strike 1 got Kian Sanchez across, Chris Ortiz across. But 2 great at-bats by Kian and Chris Ortiz to set the Rogues up for this situation. Now runners at first and second. Chance Flores at second base. Evan Saito at first. This is a big inning right now. If you're the Rogues, you can definitely feel this might be a turning point in the game. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Bouncing ball goes low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The sun is directly starting to set to the west, so the sunglasses are on. The shadow is starting to appear a little bit. 2 minutes to the top of the hour. Wind still howling on this Thursday evening. One. Fastball elevated, 2 balls, 1 strike. We have some chats on our YouTube channel. Tracy Mack watching back in the Redwood Curtain. Panic at the Disco. Hey, look, Mom, I made it. That's a pretty good selection right there, Tracy. And Dave Dioma from the Hilt section listening right now. 2-1, fouls it off left side, and the count goes square. It's always great to see everybody. It was all great fun having everybody out at Walkabout Brewery on Sunday for episode 12 of Plank Talk. We are going to try to record an episode tomorrow from the team hotel in Lincoln. Might get Quentin Olson on, might get Travis Finney on. It's going to be a lot of fun. 2-2. Fastball elevated, and the count fills. Will Salahar this season, the Anthem, Arizona native. A 286 hitter. 3 doubles so far, but 5 runs batted in, trying to get 6 and 7 in the RBI category in this at-bat. It's already Anderson glances over at second base, looks at Chance Flores, now looks back at the dish. The 3-2 fires home. The fastball swing and a miss, strike 3. Will Salahar down on strikes. That is the second out of the inning. From strikeout, a victim for DJ Anderson in relief. 2 on, 2 outs. We are in the top half of inning number 7. 6-4 lead for the Rogues against the Solano Mudcats. Here's the 9-hitter, the second baseman, Travis Finney. Medford 6, Solano 4. Finney today 1 for 3 at the dish. First pitch. Ground ball, chopper up the middle. Crudo, the shortstop, picks it up, steps on the bag at second, and that is going to be the third and final out. And Saito forced out at second base, and that closed the book on the inning. 2 runs come across on 1 hit, 1 error committed by Solano, and 1 left on. It's time to stretch in Fairfield. 6-4 lead for the Rogues. We head to the bottom half of inning number 7 right after this. Medford 6, Solano 4 on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogreen CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogreen CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogreen CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's a 6-4 lead for Medford against the Solano Mudcats. Bottom half of inning number 7 we go from Billy and Luis, Yarbrough Stadium on the campus of Solano College. Eric Hernandez begins his second full inning on the hill. A couple of 3 strikeouts so far for him. Faces 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Mudcats. First pitch to Mason Kelly. Breaking ball finds that inside corner, strike 1. Great pitch there by Eric Hernandez. That breaking ball has been lethal so far this afternoon, and you like that confidence by the young man from Gilroy, California. Hits that ground ball to the right side, escapes past the second baseman Travis Finney, and Mason Kelly aboard with a lead-off single. On, nobody out. We are in the bottom half of inning number 7. Here's the right fielder Derek Bartram. 6-4 lead for Medford. Rogues can definitely turn 2 to get out of the adversity. Sun is starting to shine bright on this Thursday evening in the Northern California area. Sun is definitely vicious. The guys during the commercial break told me to pull the sleeves up and work on the tan, throw to first base. Get Mason Kelly out. Mason Kelly gets back to the bag of a head first slide. Still waiting for the first pitch. Might say I have a farmer's tan this summer because I don't wear very many sleeveless shirts. First pitch fouled off right side, strike 1. Derek Bartram this afternoon, 1 for 1 with a walk, has an RBI, reached on air in the 5th inning, did draw a walk in the 4th. Waiting for the strike 1 pitch from Eric Hernandez. Hernandez sets, waits, and fires the pitch. Bounces low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hernandez checks on the runner at first base. That is Mason Kelly. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Fastball finds the inside corner, strike 2. We're around a couple of hours away from Eric's hometown of Gilroy, California. I was talking with the guys yesterday when we were on the bus. We were driving to Team Hotel near Fairfield, and I was saying this is probably the closest game to my hometown of Kalinga, California. 1-2. Heads down in the air, right field, trails out of play. We'll do it against a 1 ball and 2 strikes. From this point, from this part of California to my hometown, from the ballpark from Billy and Luis Yarbrough Stadium, it's probably like 3 hours away from my hometown in Kalinga, in the center of the universe. I know Paul Leffler, the voice of the primary broadcaster for Fresno State, might have something to say about that. 1-2, throws it back to first base, and Mason Kelly gets back to the bag with a head for a slide. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. The thing is, 3.5 hours away. But the parents will be there for the Lincoln series. 1-2 again. Fastball, did he swing on it? Yes, he did, said the home plate umpire. And Derek Bartram down on strikes. The 4th strikeout of the afternoon in relief for Eric Hernandez, a definite candidate for player of the game, and gets the first out of the inning. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the bottom half of inning number 7. It's a 6-4 lead for the Medford Rogues. It is a new batter coming in, replacing Teo Coop for the Solano Mudcats. And it is the batter for the Mudcats, Wyatt Davis from Petaluma. So Wyatt Davis settles in, replacing Teo Coop. Wyatt played a little bit in that series up in the Rogue Valley earlier in June. First offering comes home. First pitch swinging, hits that in the air, left center field, circling to his left as left fielder Walsh makes the one-hand grab for out number 2. Davis flies out to left field for the second out of the inning. 1 on, 2 outs. We are in the bottom half of inning number 7. Here's the catcher, Bruce Boucher. 2 for 3 so far this afternoon. 6-4 lead for Medford against the Solano Mudcats. You like the tenacity of Eric Hernandez so far this evening. That pitch with effectiveness and also pitch with vigor. You like what he's been able to do so far this evening. The tenacity from Eric Hernandez has been on par so far tonight. First offering comes home. First pitch, breaking ball, locates for a strike on the inside corner, strike 1. And that breaking ball by Eric Hernandez has been lethal so far tonight. Bouncer today singled in the second, was left stranded at first base, singled in the 4th. Hernandez sets, waits, and the strike 1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Great pitch by Eric Hernandez. Eric having that, he has that style, has the swagger on the hill. Climbs on back on top of the mountain of a mound at the ballpark. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Eric waits in the pitch. Chopper charges in as Logan Macy, the shortstop, throws it over to first base, and the throw is not in time. It's Bruce Bouncer reaching on an infield single. Head coach Kevin Olmstead has his arms up in the air. We didn't get a clear view at it. So head coach Kevin Olmstead has his arms up in the air. And he's not going to, head coach Kevin Olmstead's not going to argue it. So it's a 2-out infield single off the bat of Bruce Bouncer. And 2 on, 2 outs. We are on the bottom of 7 rather. 6-4 lead for Medford against the Solano Mudcats. Here is the center fielder, Joseph Torres. 1 for 3 so far this afternoon. His 2-run double got the Mudcats back into the game, back in the 4th inning. First offering. First pitch misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. You think about what Eric Hernandez did. That was a hit off to the left side of the infield. And now Chris Ortiz going to huddle up with Eric Hernandez. That's a tough play for Logan Macy at short. This pause, the action is brought to you by our good friends of the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Runners at first and second. Mason Kelly at second base. Bruce Bocher at first base. And the question is, if you are the Rogues, you got to get that third and final out of the evening. David, I know the boys are definitely listening to this one. I know the Bat Boy and G Money are looking for the win. I know exactly what you mean. It's going to be interesting to see what the Rogues can do. Runners at, trying to find a way to slam the door on the Mudcats. Mudcats have runners at first and second. Line drive. That is foul down the first base side. And we'll take a deep breath. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mudcats threatening to strike once again. Joseph Torres flied out to the shortstop Logan Macy in the second. 2-run double in the fourth. Popped out to the shortstop Macy again in the fifth. Eric Hernandez still facing adversity. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1 misses upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Think about it, that infield single by Bruce Bouncer is a 6-3 ground out. Rogues are back at the dish offensively. Wind is blowing out to right center. Starting to howl. Sun is starting to set in Northern California. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Misses outside. We don't have a good view of the strike zone. But Eric Hernandez trying to locate that strike zone again. Eric Hernandez takes a deep breath, checks on the runner at second base. That's Mason Kelly. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. 3-1 hit in the air, right field, tracking it down is Evan Seidel. Makes the grab for out number 3, and the inning comes to a close. Rogues sneak out of the jam once again. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. The Mudcats leave a pair on. Mason Kelly left on at second base. Bruce Boucher left on at first. We have played 7 in Fairfield, California. Medford leading 6-4 against Solano. We head to the 8th inning right after this. It's Travis Finney, Jonathan Walsh, and Logan Macy due up. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. 6-4 lead for the Medford Rogues against the Solano Mudcats. Top half of inning number 8 we go from beautiful Fairfield, California. We are on the campus of Solano College from the Billy and Luis Yarbrough Stadium. The Yarbrough is a big supporter of baseball in the Fairfield area. Actually donated money to the Fairfield Expos facility. The Fairfield Expos, the American Legion team located in this area of California. American Legion baseball is not as prevalent in California than you see in the great state of Oregon. I know that the Coach K Classic is happening at Harry and David Field this week. I know that our good friend Jeff Weiss is running that tournament, running the food side and the all the management side from the field, the general manager of the Rogues. And it is DJ Anderson ready to go to work for the Solano Mudcats, facing 9-1-2 in the Rogues batting order. First pitch to Jonathan Walsh, rather. This is inside 1 ball, no strike. So it's Jonathan Walsh, followed by Logan Macy and Kean Sanchez. 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Rogues. Sun is starting to set, shadows starting to form. A little bit of shadow starting to appear in the left field. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jonathan today 2 for 2 at the dish. Ground out to the first baseman Goldenberg in the first. Ground out to the shortstop Tyler Crudo in the second. Singled in the fourth and in the sixth. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the inside corner. Strike 2. Jonathan's been that table setter so far for the Rogues in 2026. Rogues offense can definitely find a way to jumpstart their offense once again. I know it's only a 2-run lead, but it doesn't feel safe. 1-2, turns away from it, misses up and the count goes square. Our broadcast today is brought to you by our good friends at The Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call The Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Infield is playing deep for the Mudcats. Outfield is playing deep and straight away. And the 2-2. Breaking ball, called strike 3 on the top third. Jonathan Walsh down on strikes for the first out of the inning. It is the second strikeout victim for DJ Anderson so far tonight. Base is empty, 1 out. We are in the top half of inning number 8. 6-4 lead for Medford against Solano. Here is the shortstop for Medford, Logan Macy. Macy today reaching on base 1 time already. That was back in the first. We'll talk about what he's done so far after this first pitch. DJ Anderson sets up on that first base side of the rubber and the first offering. First pitch fastball rather, misses upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. That mound, or should I say that mountain of a mound, has been very difficult for both Solano pitchers and Medford pitchers to adjust to. 1 ball, no strikes. Knuckles out in the air down the first base side. That is... Was that caught? Can't tell from our vantage point. That was foul, so Logan Macy still at the dish. They're going to say safe. All got back to the bat. Oh, he did drop it. My apologies. 1 ball and 1 strike. Macy gets back in the batter's box. Kean Sanchez waits on deck. The trees are starting to block out the sun on this Thursday evening. 1-1. Fastball right down the boulevard, strike 2. Sanchez waits on deck. Logan Macy singled and scored in the first. Grounded out to the third baseman Garcia in the third. Flight out to the left fielder Coop in the fourth. Popped out to the catcher Bouncer in the sixth. And he did strike out is Logan Macy, so that is back-to-back Ks in the 8th inning. And that is the 3rd strikeout victim for DJ Anderson so far tonight. So 2 up and 2 down in the 8th inning. Medford leading 6-4 against Solano. Here is a 3-hitter, Kean Sanchez. Kean Sanchez 2 for 3 with a walk. Kean Sanchez going deep for the second time in 2026. Did not know it was going to leave the yard because it was in the right field. First pitch, breaking ball, poured for a strike on the top third. Strike 1. Kean Sanchez singled in the first, stole a base at second. Homered in the third, popped out to the shortstop Tyler Crudo in the fourth. Drew a walk and scored in the 7th. Hits that in the air, right center field. Going back is Torres, circles to his left, and the ball stays in play for out number 3. And Sanchez flies out for the 3rd and final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 8 right after this. 6-4 lead for Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Medford 6, Solano 4, bottom half of inning number 8 from Billy and Luis, Yarbrough Stadium on the campus of Solano College. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Medford calls the bullpen once again on this Thursday evening. They turn to the Central Point native from Oregon. It is Caleb Randolph getting his warm-up tosses in. This pitching change today and all season long, brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. How about Eric Hernandez? 2 2/3 innings on the hill, finding ways to capitalize and being able to slam the door on the Mudcats throughout the whole entire outing on the hill. 2 2/3 innings, and he struck out 4 Mudcats batters, but issued no walks, no runs across when Eric was on the hill, and he gave up only 3 hits, but you like what the Rogues have done so far tonight, limiting the damage on this. It's going to be interesting to see what the Rogues can do. So it's a 6-4 lead for Medford, and the Brandoff gets a hug from Kean Sanchez. He'll go to work now. And here's Joaquin Stewart. 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Mudcats. Stewart followed by Tyler Crudo and Max Garcia. If you're Caleb Randolph, you have to have a little bit of that Eric Hernandez, have that style, have that swagger to be able to get a 1, 2, 3 inning. Caleb Randolph sets up. He waits, takes a deep breath, and fires the first pitch. First pitch misses down and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Joaquin Stewart so far this afternoon and evening doubled in the first. Came around and scored. Popped out to the first baseman, Jackson Rosenthal, in the second. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Fastball elevated. 2 balls, no strikes. Wind is blowing out to right center. Infield is playing deep for Medford. Outfield playing deep and straight away for the Rogues. 2-0 home from Caleb Randolph. Fastball elevated and outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Sun is starting to set in Northern California. Wind is starting to pick up a little bit more than it has been. 3 balls, no strikes, the pitch. Fastball gets away from the catcher, Chris Ortiz, and Joaquin Stewart draws a 4-pitch walk. And the Rogues bullpen back at it once again, starting to get active. 1 on, nobody out. We are in the bottom half of inning number 8. 6-4 lead for Medford against the Solano Mudcats. Here's the shortstop, Tyler Crudo. Crudo today reached on base only 1 time, but Crudo gets into the box for his 5th at-bat of the evening. Shadows starting to appear at the ballpark. Sun is still dotting the landscape, especially in right field. Left field still being covered up by the shade. Randolph sets. First pitch. Scores for a bunt is Crudo, and he fouls it off. Goes to the backstop, strike 1. Rogues middle infield can definitely turn 2. And a game where it's been, the Rogues have had its moments. Solano tied it up in the bottom half of inning number 5. Rogues got 2 runs across in the top half of the 7th. Strike 1 pitch, misses up and out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Preston Daniels, Jay Neugebauer, and Eric Hernandez sitting on a railing. 1-1. Ground ball pulled to the left side. Logan Macy, the shortstop, scoops it up, throws it over to second for 1. Finney throws it over to first base in time. 6-4-3 twin killing, and that wipes off the leadoff man at Joaquin Stewart. 2 quickly out in the bottom half of inning number 8. Great teamwork by the Rogues and a 6-4-3 twin killing. First double play turned tonight for the Rogues. You like that? Caleb Randolph takes a deep breath and blows it out, and his teammates backing them up. Base is empty, 2 outs. We are on the bottom of 8. Here's the third baseman, Max Garcia. 2 for 4 at the dish. Caleb Randolph sets up on that first base side. The mountain of a mound. First one. Fastball. Misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Max Garcia today grounded out to the pitcher Wyatt Green in the first inning. Flied out to the left fielder Jonathan Walsh in the third. Had 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 pitch. 1-0, popped up foul down the first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. But the Rogues, if the Rogues hold on, it'd be 11-6. But you don't want to count your chickens before they hatch. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Max Garcia. Garcia singled in the 5th, came around and scored in that inning. Scored a singled in the 6th inning. Ball and a strike upcoming. Fastball lasers in on the inside corner. Good pitch by Caleb Randolph. This is a big pitch upcoming for Caleb Randolph. Max Garcia gets back in the batter's box. Right against right. 1-2 from Caleb Randolph. Breaking ball, misses down and out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield is playing deep for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Saito's in right field. Will Salahar is in left. Or in center field, rather. Jonathan Walsh is in left. So Walsh in left. Salahar in center. Saito in right field. Deuce is wild, and the pitch. Bouncing ball misses low, and the count fills. In a night where it's been frustrating, Rogues have had their opportunities. Caleb Randolph trying to shut the door on Solano. It's a signal from his battery mate, Chris Ortiz. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Randolph sets. Takes a deep breath. The 3-2. Line drive. Bouncing ball to the right side. Big play by Travis Spinney. Spins around. Throws it to first base in time for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. A 6-4-3 double play turned by the Rogues. And the Rogues head to the 9th inning with a 2-run lead. 6-4 Medford. Top half inning number 9 we go from Fairfield to California. Middle of the order due up for the Rogues. Chris Ortiz, Jackson Rosenthal, and Chance Flores. More after this from Northern California on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Top half of inning number 9 from beautiful Solano College. Billy and Luis, Yarbrough Stadium. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogues going to the 9th inning with a 2-run lead. Chris Ortiz leads off the inning, followed by Jackson Rosenthal and Chance Flores. And this Rogue squad trying to get their first win on the road in 2026. DJ Anderson stays on the hill. First offering comes home. First pitch. Fastball finds the outside corner. Strike 1. And you think about how the sun is setting to the west. The pitcher, DJ Anderson, is in the sun. Chris Ortiz and the catcher, Bruce Boucher, still a little bit in the sun, 50-50 with the sun in the shade. Let's see how the ball affects this Rogues offense. No balls and a strike upcoming. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ortiz gets back in the batter's box. Gets ready. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson sets. And the 1-1. Leans out of the way and turns is Chris. 2 balls, 1 strike. Chris Ortiz today. Sac fly in the first, drove in the first run of the afternoon, flied out to the center fielder Torres in the 3rd, drew a walk in the 5th, was left-handed at first base, singled and came around and scored in the 7th inning. And 2 balls and a strike. 2-1, hits that in the air. Center field going back is Torres. Torres in the sun with the shades on, makes the 1-hand grab for out number 1. Base is empty, 1 out. We are on the top of 9. 6-4 lead for the Rogues against the Solano Mudcats. Here's the first baseman, Jackson Rosenthal.
Next up, first baseman number 20, Jackson Rosenthal.
And his teammates singing his walk-up song. That's a classic. You see how close this team is. They sing each other's walk-up songs. Not because Jackson Rosenthal's walk-up song is pretty catchy. And this is probably first pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. I know we're broadcast on the first base side, but you get a chance to listen to the team and how they're talking and be able to figure out how they handle a game like this. DJ Anderson sets up on that first base side of the rubber. 1-0. Scores for a bunt. Rosenthal puts it down, and it goes down the third base line out of play, or out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good crowd on hand for the Rogues. The Rogues faithful still in attendance. I know Monty Spence's mom and dad and his wife are here. Wyatt Green's parents are here. Lorenzo Lou's family's in attendance. Bo Blake's dad's in attendance as well. Not too many people on that Mudcats side on the third base side. Definitely the Rogues outnumbered the Mudcats here on this Thursday evening. 1 ball and a strike. DJ Anderson sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Delivers the 1-1. 1-1 popped up in the air. Third base side, foul territory. Garcia, the third baseman, circles to his left, and he secures it for the 2nd out of the inning. Rosenthal pops out to the third baseman for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the 9th inning. 6-4 lead for Medford against the Solano Mudcats. Here's the DH man at Chance Flores. Chance today 2 for 4 at the dish. Rogues offensively, or excuse me, 1 for 4 so far this afternoon, I should say. But Chance Flores did reach on base 2 times earlier. TJ Anderson works on that first base side of the rubber. First pitch, breaking ball, misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Chance grounded out to the first baseman, Zach Goldenberg, in the 2nd, singled in the 3rd, was left stranded at first base, flied out to the left fielder, Tio Coop, in the 5th inning. Hits that in the air, right center field, tracking it down is Torres, and Torres secures it for the 3rd and final out. of the inning, and Chance Flores flies out for the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Rogues go in order. 1, 2, 3. Bottom half of inning number 9. Mudcats due up for the final call on this Thursday evening in Northern California. 6-4 Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Bottom half of inning number 9 we go from Billy and Luis, Yarbrough Stadium from Solano College. Final call for the Solano Mudcats. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. And the Rogues bring in their closer, Josh Rodriguez. He gets to face 4, 5, and 6 in the Solano batting order. First pitch, ground ball, line drive right to Logan Macy at short. Zach Goldenberg lines out for the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the 9th inning. A crazy play by Logan Macy at short. Catches the hot potato. 1 down, 2 to go in the bottom half of inning number 9. Bases empty, 1 out. Here's the DH man, Mason Kelly. He's 1 for 3 so far of a hit by pitch. And the Rogues right now trying to get their first win on the road in 2026. First offering. Breaking ball, misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Josh Rodriguez in 2026 for the Rogues. ERA of 0, no wins, no losses, 2 appearances so far, 1 save. Well, technically has a couple of other saves. 1 ball, no strikes. Breaking ball, misses inside, 2 balls, no strikes. This is a game that has gone over 3 hours. Josh Rodriguez, 4 appearances so far, 4 2/3 innings, 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses. Outside, 3 balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes, the pitch. So no pitch because the ball escaped away from the Solano bullpen. Head coach Kevin Olmstead's not happy on that first base dugout. Just right to our right. Rodriguez waits, delivers the 3-0. Right down the boulevard, strike 1. Gets out of the batter's box, climbs back in. Kelly was hit by a pitch in the 5th, got the second base, was left stranded there, singled in the 7th. Left on at second base as well. 3-1. Fastball misses up and in, ball 4. Mason Kelly takes first. It is a 1-out walk coached by Kelly. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the bottom half of inning number 9. Medford leading 6-4 against Solano. And here's the right fielder for the Mudcats, Derek Bartram. Reached on base 3 times already in this contest. He is the tying run at the dish. 2 teams that have gone backwards this whole entire week trying to correct its course. Rogues 2 outs away from trying to get a win. Josh Rodriguez at the controls. First pitch. Fastball lasers in on the inside corner. Strike one. Bartram tonight singled in the second. Got the second base. Was left stranded there. Drew a walk in the fourth. Came around and scored. RBI and reached on air in the fifth. Strike one pitch. Breaking ball. Pours in for a strike on the outside corner. Quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes is Bartram. And speaking about familiarity, Josh Rodriguez, who plays baseball at Solano College, plays against Solano College in the spring because they're conference rivals. No balls and 2 strikes. Misses inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield is playing deep. You definitely know the Rogues would definitely want to turn 2. They did that earlier in the 8th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Derek Bartram down on strikes. It's the second out of the inning. 2 down, 1 to go in the 9th inning. It's a 6-4 lead for Medford against the Solano Mudcats. And Wyatt Davis is the final hope for the Solano Mudcats. 6-4 lead for the Rogues. And Josh Rodriguez gets ready to take on Wyatt Davis for the first time tonight. The Rogues fans are smiling. First pitch. Breaking ball misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Davis flied out to the left fielder Jonathan Walsh in the 7th inning. The lefty climbs back in. Had 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 pitch. 1-0. That's hit in the air. Right field. Tracking it down is Evan Saito. Loses the hat in the process. Makes the one-hand. Can't make the play. It drops down for a hit. And going towards home is Mason Kelly. He scores standing up. So an out and air in the outfield scores a run. And it's a 6-5 lead for the Rogues, and the Mudcats are still in it. It was Evan Saito who had the ball in right center field, but he dropped it. And Wyatt Davis gets aboard, and that is going to be an RBI and an error. So the go-ahead, the tying run is at first base. The go-ahead run is at the dish. And this is probably the biggest sequence of the regular season. And Josh Rodriguez keeps himself cool as a cucumber on the hill. Here's the catcher, Bruce Boucher, for the Solano Mudcats. Final hope for the Mudcats. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Gets out of the batter's box, climbs back in. Boucher singled a pair of times, actually 3 times. He's 3 for 4 at the dish. Gets ready. Josh Rodriguez sets, works on that first base side of the rubber, fires a strike 1 pitch. Chopper to the third base side. Kean Sanchez scoops it up, throws it to first base, and the Rogues win. It's a 6-5 victory. Medford picks up their first victory of the road trip and their first road victory of this 2026 campaign. 6 for the final against the Solano Mudcats. Medford improves to 24-9 overall in the season, 11-6 in Pacific Empire League action. And the Solano Mudcats fall to 13-7 overall in the season, 8-16 in PEL play. When we come right back after this, we have the Rogues postgame show for you. A lot to break down. Medford gets their first road win of 2026. A 6-4 victory, again, a 6-5 victory against the Solano Mudcats, I should say, and on this Thursday evening in Northern California. 6-5 Medford. More of the Rogue Streaming Network right after this from Fairfield. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues baseball. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
A win's a win. Medford is back in the win column. They get their first victory on the road and their first victory on this 5-game road trip in Northern California. A 6-5 victory against the Solano Mudcats. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Welch, the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Rogues postgame show. Rogues led throughout the whole entire afternoon. It was great pitching and decisive pitching that got the job done for the Rogues tonight. And the Rogues get their first victory in California in 2026. They improved to 24-9 overall in the season, 10-6 in 11-6 rather in a Pacific Empire League play. Rogues offense found a way to capitalize in that top half of inning number 1 on a sac fly from Chris Ortiz, driving in Logan Macy. Rogues played another run in the second on an RBI single from Travis Finney, another run across in the top half of inning number 3 with a Kean Sanchez home run, his second home run of 2026, and then it was a run that came across in the top half of inning number 4. Solano got a couple of runs across on a 2-run double from Joseph Torres in the bottom half of inning number 4, then a run across in the bottom half of inning number 5 when Derek Bartram drove in Max Garcia, and then that was kind of that decisive inning. It was when the Rogues offense had its moments throughout the whole entire